Hey, and welcome to Canadian Quarters Review. If you guys are here for the first time, so appreciate you guys being here and thank you for checking this out. And if you are a return customer, always glad to see you and so appreciate you being here as well. Today we're at BDM Motorsports in Vernon, BC, Canada, and we're checking out a 2022 Polaris Sportsman Touring 570 titanium metallic with power steering. It's a nice little ride. Let's talk some specs, shall we? Okay, so this guy is going to be liquid cooled, 567 cc's. So one touch, on-demand, all-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. It will not have an engine braking system, and it will not have active descent control. You have a ProStar 4-stroke dual overhead cam single cylinder engine. It is electronically fuel injected and a 220 cranking amp battery system. It is 44 horsepower and your typical automatic CVT transmission with your park, reverse, neutral, low and high. So your front rack is going to hold 41 kilograms or 90 pounds. Your rear rack is going to hold 82 kilograms or 180 pounds. It'll be a 25 liter or 6 3/4 gallon fuel capacity. You're going to have 27 centimeters or 11 inches of ground clearance. That's a great height. You're going to have a payload capacity of 220 kilograms or 485 pounds. Your brakes on this guy are going to be a single lever that activates the 3 hydraulic disc brake system, or you will have a foot pedal just to run the rear brakes themselves. Your parking brake is going to be the park in the transmission and a lockable hand lever. So your front suspension is going to be a McPherson strut with 20 centimeters or 8 inches of wheel travel. The rear suspension is going to be a dual A-arm IRS independent rear suspension with 24 centimeters or 9.5 inches of wheel clearance, or wheel travel, sorry. You're going to have the standard 1 1/4 trailer hitch, and your hitch tow rating is going to be 555 kilograms or 1,225 pounds. And your front tires are going to be a 25 by 8 by 12, just a basic entry-level 4-ply, and the rear tires are going to be a 25 by 10 by 12. So this will definitely be an entry-level type of machine. It's not going to have some of the really good features like engine braking or hill descent. It's really too bad because I think they all should. It's just a matter of safety at that point. But that's just me. It is a 2-up, so that'll be a bonus, a proper second seat for somebody to sit on. So that means that this chassis has been extended like 8 or 12 inches. And believe you me, it makes a big difference on the trail. Some of you guys hate them, some of you guys love them, but I have definitely felt a difference because I have one of each, and my longer wheelbase is definitely much nicer up and down hills and a lot more sure-footed. I love my 1-up too, don't get me wrong. Everything's got pros and cons, as we've mentioned before. But even if you tend on riding just by yourself most of the time, I would still always advocate for a 2-up. They're just really stable. Just a nice ride, and just a little extra space. Fully enclosed footwells, and of course you've got your raised one there built in, so you won't have to do anything about that. It's got built-in handrails there for your passenger. Okay, nice seat. It's all one piece. Mine is actually in 2, so there could be benefits to that too. Built-in backrest. It looks actually quite big. That looks good. You're going to have your gas up here rather than on the fender. Your typical Polaris display. It's right in your face, which is good. So yeah, lots of information. Nice big clear lettering. It's awesome. You got your light switch, kill switch, override switch. This one will not come with the winch. That'll be extra. And your typical all-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive switch there. Fully automatic. And let's see, So here's the storage space for this guy. This is what Polaris is well known for, is built-in storage space in the front. It's kind of nice. I don't mind it. Just not a fan of a plastic rack in the front, but I guess obviously if you want that storage, this is what it's got to be. Again, pros and cons, but it does have some metal bars on the side. You could strap something down here if you wanted. You know, it'd be perfect to put a chainsaw mount or something on the front. It will have halogen lights, so I would suggest that you upgrade those. It does have room for a winch. Would definitely suggest that you guys invest in the money for that. Once you need it on the trail, you're not going to miss the few $100s it took to buy one. Or when you can save a friend or save yourself, it really means a lot. So again, it's going to have some entry-level tires. Would definitely recommend upgrading those. 6-ply radial at least, like a Bear Claw, Bighorn, anything from ITP. Excellent tires and stuff. There'll be links for a bunch of the stuff in the links down below. Still a baby trailer hitch. It is a smaller one, so maybe a smaller trailer hitch is okay, but I mean, they even had the same one on an 850. And you'll actually have some extra storage space back here. Very cool. I prefer that rather than the storage on top of here, because if you have a box, you lose that. So, yeah, and yet again, plastic rack on the rear, but again, you've got some solid metal bars. So you got some decent space to clamp onto, which will be good. So all in all, a half-decent unit from Polaris. Definitely like the 2-up option, much safer to carry a passenger that way. And yeah, people do it with a box on their rack in the back on the single machine. The only difference there is that your passenger's weight is behind your rear tire, not either on top or in front of it. And that makes a big difference when you're trying to climb up hills, and that will definitely change the tipping factor. So keep that in mind. People do it all the time. People arrive home safe. But if you're going to do it with a single seat model, just make sure you use your head when you're going up and down hills. Well guys, that'll about sum up another one for CQR. As always, I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like buttons before you leave. It really makes it easier for me to be able to bring these videos to you. It's huge. And it doesn't cost you anything. It only takes half a second. And it just saves us content makers from having to ask for money and stuff. So please hit the like and subscribe, and it does us a world of good. So once again, we're checking out a 2022 Polaris Sportsman 570 Touring EPS. It's a great bike to get you out on the trail with your wife or your spouse, and just with a few minor upgrades and stuff, you'll be definitely more than prepared for the trail. So come on down to BDM Motorsports in Vernon, BC, Canada, and come check it out. And just tell them I sent you. They'll take great care of you. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you all on the next one.